Welcome to the new episode of the USF Bulls NCAA 14 Dynasty Regals. If you watched the last one, you will see that we are now ranked 2, playing number 22 UCF in a rivalry game. I'm not really going to talk anymore about it. Let's just go ahead and play it. UCF is very good, surprisingly, this year. They're not the worst overall wise. They're pretty solid. I just wouldn't have expected them to go 9-1, I guess. They have Jerome Sykes visiting, a running back that we are trying to get as well. So maybe we focus on stopping them from running, as that would help us. I accidentally spammed X and picked heads. It doesn't matter. Either way, I'm scoring. First touchdown. You know, if we have that confidence. Now, if you watched the last game, you saw how bad Gary was. If you watched some of the last several games, you really know how bad he's been. So, I'll give him one more chance to impress me. If he doesn't do it, he doesn't do it, dude. And he gets benched. I know it maybe not seem wise to do that. It isn't even his senior year. But he... Look, dude, I can't have a liability at the most important position on the team when I have someone waiting in the wings that, I mean, I'm not saying will be better, but maybe deserves a shot. I've never seen him play. This isn't real. I don't get to watch them, in practice. And sometimes players play up from their overalls, and sometimes they play down. That is the reality of some of these games, and honestly, in real life, it's like that too. You wouldn't expect some of these players to do as good as they do, and yet they, play better than they're expected to sometimes. That wasn't Gary's fault, of course. Dropped by Coffrey. Still some toss weeks in here. We got the wide receiver mid-screen. We'll give it a shot. It is going to be run by Weaver. I don't think it's man. And we get caught on our own dude. I don't know if there. I don't know what the play is on that. Are we supposed to instant throw it? Are we supposed to wait for him to get to the middle and then throw it? Maybe he stops. I don't know. I truly don't know. Chris doesn't hold on. And that is not a first drive touchdown, like I had said it would be. All of a sudden, we're not looking too great. Punt it to the left side. It is going to be returnable. We're going to force him to the sideline, though. He only gets 7. UCF, dude. Pretty cool team. That isn't really relevant. But, something to think about, maybe. Excuse me. Okay. Hansford just didn't want to tackle him. I mean, I'm pretty sure I bumped into him. Plumlee. Sean Rice Plumlee. That sounds familiar. That sounds very familiar. Is he like a potential prospect? Is he just a notable college player that I've heard? Regardless, they run it with RJ Harvey. Harvey Specter. I guess they wouldn't be related because they don't share the last name, but they share the first name, so that's something. If you know, you know. If you don't, I don't care. I'm not explaining, and I just didn't tackle him. I'm gonna big hit him though because I'm mad. Well, I'm not sure what to think right now. I'm not overly optimistic about how this game has started. But I don't have to be, Not to mention, it's not about how the game starts. It's about how it's finished. Ask the Falcons. They're very aware of that. And maybe we can not even let it get that far, ideally. We'd like to stop it before it gets to, maybe a 25-point lead. Let's just throw out a random score that's 25-point difference. 28-3. That feels like a significant number that I've heard before. I wonder why. Couldn't tell you. Anyways, let's go ahead and stop UCF here. I do cover that flood route or out route really well. We barely get that dude to step out of bounds before crossing the first down line. I believe that will be not a punt. Not a punt. I repeat, not a punt. They want to go for it. I don't blame them. I think this is a good call. Of course, I would like to see them fail as I use the safety, push the blocker back into him, and they don't get it. Oh, that is such a big turnover on downs. What a play, dude. What a play. All of a sudden, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. All right, Gary. You need to dazzle us if you want to really feel safe about your job. I'm going to throw it on the run. It doesn't even have to be that accurate. That dude was pretty wide. That dude was pretty wide, man. We're going to call some play route audibles. Gary's going to get some room here. That's a pretty easy first down. We haven't scrambled with him really at all. He's not, like, slow. But I wouldn't necessarily call him fast. 84 speed is solid, especially at QB, pretty good. It's not amazing. It's not like I can just rely on him to run everywhere for me. Brian Battie, I believe his first carry, right? Second carry. Picks up some yards for us. Look, Gary, I'm telling you, man, your job here as the starter is on the line. I need you to play like you're aware of that fact. This time we scramble to the left. We're going to have some daylight. Like, as you can see, we did have enough speed to get out there, but if I had a faster QB, that's like a 30-yard gain and not 11. Now, how much faster would I need for it to be truly noticeable? Probably a good, I would say like 5 speed would probably be noticeable. Having an 89 speed QB, having a 90 speed QB would be good. Chris Carter, look at that, doesn't drop a pass. He was so good at the beginning of the series. Thought he was going to be a legend for me. His inability to catch footballs has diminished and tarnished his reputation in my eyes, man. And I'm sad to say it. I would love for him to be good. But of course, I can't make him catch footballs better. That's on him. Gary gets an odd 5 yards rushing that time. Look, I told you that I was not a fan of Gary's performance as of late. He's trying his best to prove me wrong, it seems. And to be fair, we have been trying to treat him like just a straight-up passer, when maybe we do need to run him a little bit more on the ground for him to be truly utilized. But the backup is even faster, so if we can do it with Gary, we can probably do it with the backup. That was a great run by our backup running back. I kind of ignored it because I was commentating. But, I mean, that's pretty good. I don't want to have to bench my starting QB, like, weeks prior to the college football postseason. And I'm not saying I will, but I'm still tempted. That was a good comeback drive after a bad, I think it was a 3-and-out. On the first one, was it not? And it's just a terrible pass by John Rise Plumlee. He's 1 for 3. And, I mean, if there was a team that feels like it would be a rival for us, it would be UCF. I don't know in real life how real this rivalry is. I'm sure it is. I don't know if it is for sure, but it feels like it would be. And I would like to get this win, nonetheless. They're kind of running a lot better than they are passing, which seems to be a common denominator for some of the teams we've played. I've seen teams that can dot me up in my other Dynasty. I want to say teams like, man, I don't know if I can remember anyone specifically. I know Penn State was the hardest offense I've had to play against, ironically. And I think they used both. They could pass, run. Although I want to say they were more run heavy. Dude, how does he get 3 yards there, dude? Why do corners not tackle? No one tackles, actually. It's not corners. Why do players not tackle? It is kind of their job, after all. Let's go to Jones, dude. Oh god, what have I done? Oh no, I'm a genius. Okay. Not only do we just never get pressure, it feels like, except for, like, there'll be one drive where our defensive end gets, like, 2 sacks out of nowhere. And it just makes the stat sheet look great. But I swear, we don't get any pressure normally. And the QB just can just run through, apparently. It's not like a broken record saying the word apparently. But maybe I'm just speaking my truth, then. Have you ever consider that? Alright, let's dial in a little bit, please. I've already given up some critical yards this drive. Let's prevent them from getting any closer to kicking a field goal here. And I just got bitch boyed by Hudson there. His name is Kobe, so I guess I'm not as mad about it. That's a pretty legendary athlete name, after all. Okay, I can't switch to the guy I want to, and now I'm covering a deep blue. And of course it's just scrambles. Okay, we got a QB spy, clearly. The UCF night is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I am certainly not a hater of it, I'll say that much. We clearly need a QB spy, although QB spies don't really seem to be the most effective option to stop these QB runs sometimes, surprisingly. As they get a great pitch play, dude. That was played very well by them. I'm annoyed that our team played it so poorly, but at the same time, that was really well played. Okay, this is not going the best. I didn't set a QB spy, which I will probably come to regret. As their QB breaks a sack, of course he will. However, we get too much pressure. Our corner LaPointe goes in and finally gets it too. And, I mean, I don't really know what the strat is here. Whew! We get a good tackle there. Yeah, he's run for 7.3 on average, and that's with a 0-yard run there. Like, he's been killing me on the ground. We're going to put Yates on a QB spy, go back to Jones, and I just spread out my linebackers. I got to cover over the top. And we do get a very, very crucial third down sack by Darian Grant. I'm unfamiliar with that guy. Is our defensive end hurt? Hansford? Was he just tired? Some questions I may not get the answer to. At least not immediately. As they did kick a field goal. Put it down to a 4-point lead. I gotta say, we're very good at the bend but don't break motto. It's kind of like our thing on defense. We surrender points, sometimes more than others. Sometimes touchdowns. However, the bend but don't break method is kind of our go-to. You know, we'll give you the yards. We'll let you kick a field goal. But you want a touchdown, you're going to have to work a little bit harder. I'm not saying you have to work way harder. Oh, that corner was kind of more prepared for that than I expected. I'm not saying you have to work way harder for it. But you're going to have to put a little bit more effort if you want to just get a touchdown, you know? We're going to make you... We're going to make it a slight inconvenience. As Petit... I probably shouldn't have juked to the outside there from that angle, but I was committed to it in my head. The most yards we have this game is our rushing from our QB. No one else seems to be really getting open. Our running back hasn't been majorly effective. And we got no pass protection. I can't put that on Gary. It's not Gary's fault. No QB should be sentenced to what he just had to do and deal with. I'm going to kick it out of bounds. If I can, I guess. Okay. I can kick it out of bounds, is the good news. The bad news is that was about 20 yards downfield instead of, like, maybe 40. I mean, they're almost at midfield. They kind of are at midfield. That's not what I was going for. Disrespect, boys. Cover the slant. Cover this slant. He's technically not going to be sacked, but it is a 0-yard run. Alright. Let me drink some water, man. All this talking is crazy. Oh, come on. Oh, dude, I was so ready to light that man up like a Christmas tree. Okay. The game kind of glitched out. Okay. I don't know what's happening. We got lucky. Is the clock ticking? I'm going to call a timeout. Yeah, Plumlee only has 16 passing yards. This has not been a passing game for either one of us. And I'm going to give Gary an opportunity here. If he can't capitalize, and I feel like it is indeed his fault and not maybe his teammates that we can't get at least in the field goal range. Yeah, dude, he's 3 for 8. Not really his fault this game so far, but if I feel like he makes a mistake that he shouldn't here, he's off the starting roster for the rest of the game. He does throw a good pass there to Coffrey. However, Coffrey was wide open, so I'm not going to give him too much credit. I guess we'll no huddle. Wants to play action? That's probably a terrible call in this situation. What team would fall for the run? I lobbed it and he threw a bullet. Dude, we need a spark in our offense. We just do. We need a spark in our offense. He also threw it like more to the left than he was supposed to. Am I gonna bench him for that? Was that bad enough? I mean, I don't know if that was necessarily his fault. I don't know. Wow. What a collapse. What a collapse for our offense in the second half of the season, dude. I felt like we played really well in the beginning. And we were scoring 30-point games. Granted, these games are tougher because of the teams we're playing are a little bit better. I feel like we haven't had a cakewalk game in a minute. And even the cakewalk games we did earlier in the season were closer than I would think, considering we're undefeated and have played multiple ranked teams. Big hit. Are they in field goal range? I'm going to do field goal block return just in case they're not. Yeah, that's going to be drilled. So they put it within 1. And I would say I'm not happy with our offense's performance. Getting 1 touchdown isn't going to cut it for me. Williams, oh my goodness. This would be such a huge kick return touchdown. With 0 seconds left in the half, dude, Latrell returns it. What a spark in the offense. That's an NCAA record, according to the game. I don't know if that's true or not. Dude, you can't make up how important that was. That is so clutch. For that alone, he deserves Return Man of the Year in the NCAA, man. We're going to kick off in the middle. The war on I-4? What the hell does that mean? Like, Interstate 4? Is there an Interstate 4? This game is in Florida. I feel like if there's an Interstate 4, I would be aware of it. But I guess I don't know all the interstates. It's a big-ass state, after all. Let me tell you, I-75, Interstate 80. There's definitely more that I'm not thinking of. 41. Is that Interstate 41? Am I tripping? I should probably stop before I say something stupid, if I haven't already. Alright. Dude, that kick return was so good. Oh my goodness. I literally was going to say, like, a kick return here is the only way we're going to score, and we could really use it. I just didn't really have the opportunity. And then cutting it to the outside, Latrell just had enough speed to beat everyone. And that's something I'm happy about. As their running back, I mean, every team runs through us like we're a JV high school team, dude. We can't tackle. It's easily our biggest woe on defense. Occasionally we have some blown coverages, maybe, you know, some just overall mistakes, but the tackling is like so bad. I know it's because we're on Heisman, which is the hardest difficulty. It doesn't make me feel better about it. It's not like we're playing teams that should. Okay, Evans dropped it, but it is third down, so it's fine. Here's what I'm gonna do. Dude. Let's go to strategy, depth chart. Give me Iguodala. We're gonna put in the backup, dude. I know the score is 14-6. Keep in mind, one of those touchdowns was a special team touchdown, not our offense cooking. As Williams gets another big return here for 17. I thought it might be a little bit more. Still good. And I mean, we have some possibilities here to get some yards. Do we want to run this? I think this is a terrible idea, and I'm going to do it because it would be fun. It actually goes not terribly. 3 yards is better than nothing. I'm really not a fan of these play calls I'm saying. Should we do a speed option? I've run speed option a couple times outside of the series. Never works. Yeah, I'm going to switch off because it looks like they'd be ready for it on that outside. We're going to lob it. It's a perfect pass to Weaver, dude. And that's a receiving record for the school yardage-wise. That's hard to believe. They've never had an 800-yard receiver. Are you kidding me? That's actually, like, so disappointing. What are you guys doing over there? We're going to read an option. We have 86 speed, which is +2 speed. We're going to slide. We don't want to get our backup immediately hurt. The last thing we want to do is have to get the ball right back to Gary as soon as we benched him. I wonder if Gary's like close to any school records too, and I just took him out before he hit him. That was a perfect pass to the flat. We're dinking and dunking, and maybe that's making Jordan Smith look a little bit better to start than he is. But he has yet to make me go, are you kidding me? And what am I supposed to do? I make good decisions, I throw good passes, and that's a pick? There's literally no universe that should be a pick. And that's going to go on our backups stat sheet for no reason. Chris Carter apparently liked Bohannon and was pissed that he got benched because he just intentionally sold. Alright, I got Grier. We do big hit, Plumlee. No fumble, but we did only allow 2 yards. I can't believe that was a pick. I'm like in disbelief more than anything else right now. I'm going to switch to Jones and run down into the box. Did he get 5 yards? I wouldn't mind running into a box right now. I'm going to pretend like nothing has been said as we go to the point. They're doing some weird stuff. Some really weird stuff. I can't get off the block. That's unfortunately just the thing that happens in this game. Holding never gets called. And when I'm trying to run backwards and then run around, you can't stop me from doing that as an offensive lineman. You're like, actually, that is what a holding is. You can't prevent me from running away from you. You can stop me from running through you or around you. You can't hold me from running backwards. It's so stupid. Alright. 2nd and 15 now. That was a bad first down play for them. They're going to run a counter here. Dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't even want to commentate on some of these games after stuff like that, dude. It's just... It's like... It's upsetting, but not really in a way that I'm, like, mad. I just, like, don't have the energy to deal with it sometimes. I wouldn't say I'm mad that just happened. I just, like, are you really serious? I have to watch that unfold and sit here like I'm okay with it. Can this quarterback fumble, dude? I swear when I run with my QB, I fumble all the time. If I try and make a man miss, I try and stiff arm, truck, juke, spin. I fumble. And then I just watch them casually run through 3 of my guys, stiff arm another, and then look at me like I'm an idiot for letting it happen. That dude was wide. Plumlee sucks. Like, look at his passing stats. We're in the 4th quarter and he has 22 yards. That's disgraceful. I should be running 5 down linemen with 2 edge rushers as linebackers on the outside. I shouldn't even honestly be playing coverage. I should just all out blitz every player, all 11. Jesus Christ, Grier hit him hard there. Antonio is such a funny name for a dude with the last name Grier. I don't know why. It's not really like a mismatched name or anything. It's weird. Antonio. We got Bulls here. Okay. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting from our corner. We get away with it, I guess, which is cool. Probably shouldn't have. They are going to go for the field goal here, which is maybe bad. I mean, I guess it's 4th and 9. Maybe you do go for this, but like... Yeah, never mind. I think that is the right call because now my offense hasn't proven to be successful since like the first drive. My backup QB threw an interception that completely wasn't his fault, and oh my god, there's no way. They let me do it twice. Pretty much the exact same return. Latrell Williams gets back. I wouldn't say back-to-back. He gets 2 kickoff return touchdowns in one game. When we can't score on offense, he said, I will put it into my own hands, dude. Our quarterbacks can't throw. They don't have to. Wow. That's insane. Okay, sick. Dope. We're now up by 12. The only downside to that is no time got taken off the clock. I don't really care, though. They have 2 interceptions. One was a bad throw from our starter. The other one was a drop pass from our tight end. Chris Carter, dude, I want him gone. The turnaround that I've had on Chris Carter, dude, Williams just doesn't make animations on the ball. He doesn't try. That's so stupid. Chris Carter, I was so happy about. I thought we had such a good diamond in the rough in him early in the season. He has proven to be incapable of holding on to the football. If you get the football in his hand, he's really good, and he has some pretty crisp routes, dude. He can run around, for sure. He can't catch a football. I should actually look at his catching stats. They've got to be terrible. Oh my god, we actually made him fumble. I hope that's not safety. Okay. Thank god, bro. He's just running down my throat. What a stop, dude. What an absolute stop. How many passing yards do we have? Like 40? Tops? How does that dude catch up to Brian Batini? I just know for a fact he's not faster. And I'm going to prove it. 89 speed for Petit. Was that dude a middle linebacker or a defensive lineman? Wasn't his last name Yates? Am I tripping? Oh, here he is. 76 speed. He's what, 13 speed slower? 13 speed. Negative 13 speed. Let's watch it unfold. This is what negative 13 speed does for you. Just doesn't lose a step. Is able to catch up and tackle. Plumlee actually got hurt on that too. I'm going to switch to a quick pass here. And perfect throw from our backup, man. Weaver, does he have the speed? Can't quite get the touchdown, but that's 58 receiving yards for him. Had a good route. Jordan Smith, 3 for 4. Should be 4 for 4. His interception was a dropped pass. You hate to see it. But it is what it is. Brian Petit, 3 yards that time. They do have all timeouts prior to that play. They do call one. And, I mean, we can pretty much run this clock out as long as we don't get the first down on that play. I'm trying to do the math. I think we just need, what, 4 minutes? Because it's 40 seconds. Then a minute 20. Ryan Petit gets stuffed that time. 40 seconds, 80 seconds. Yeah, 3 plays would be 2 minutes, yeah. So, if we get the first down there, we just have to chew 5 seconds. We don't. It wants me to run 5 verts. I accidentally audibled to this. I'm going to audible again to a slant. Oh my god. Our QB has wheels, though. And throws the most beautiful pass. Gary's gone. This is our new starter. How did he do that? He had so much speed to scramble out. Runs to the left, throws a cross body, and it's as perfect of a pass as it gets. Why was I starting? How are his throwing stats worse than Gary's? I would actually I would love to see Gary do that exactly what I just did there and see where that pass went. I guarantee you it goes probably directly to a middle linebacker on the left side of the field, away from where I'm throwing it. Dude, this game, what an odd game. Our backup QB came in, though, and he impressed me. He impressed me. He's the starter from here on out. I don't care. Okay, it was a terrible pass by their QB, Daquan Evans, with another deflection. His catching stats have to be as bad as it gets, because that's his second dropped interception. He's going to look good. He's going to have deflections on his stat line, but both of them should have honestly been picks. Yeah, that's my fault. I should have let the corner do it. I know better. I wish I could have like a friend in here that hazes me every time I switch on to a safety or corner that's in coverage and try to user do it when I already know that it never works. I don't know if he had that 1 feet in when he had possession of that football. Yeah, they're going to say he did. I don't think he did. But in this game, the second the ball touches their hand, it's pretty much caught as far as the game cares. So they're going to say he caught it, which is fine. I don't really mind. It's 9 yards. Would have been nice to have a 3rd and 10 here, but not really necessary. We're up by 19, dude. They're not going to get 3 scores. As Williams intercepts it on the very next play. He actually got an animation there. I'm proud of him. Look at him. He said, "Coach, I can do it. Look." Over the shoulder, too. He didn't have to do over the shoulder. He was just showing off, man. We've ironically called more passing plays than running. Somehow. Brian Petit, dude. So shifty. He's not the fastest. He's not really the most agile. Well, I guess that would be shifty. He is maybe his biggest strength would be agility, but he's just so shifty. He's elusive. His change of direction is fantastic. He's pretty out of stamina there. He was noticeably slower. Can we get a play action? Or not play action. We can't. I'm looking for read option. Jesus. Game doesn't want to give it to us. I guess that's fine. It's not going to be the end of the world for me. We get a weird animation because we chipped the shoulder of our lineman, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that's pretty much game, right? I don't think I even have to worry about this play. Dude, our backup came in. I hate that he has an interception on his stat line, because I mean that actually physically couldn't have been less of his fault. Yeah, 308 all-purpose yards and 3 total touchdowns. Yeah, no wonder he's the player of the game. 2 kick return touchdowns, dude. He's the only reason we really did that good. I am so thrilled with that. And that was a pretty good game. All things considered, we can exit back to the main screen. So right now this video is running about 37 minutes. We're of course going to send to next week. We leveled up, nice. We're going to play against Rutgers. And I'm going to sim it, dude. I know we're ranked 2, okay? I understand. Simming it and losing the sim means we can't win the national championship, and that would be terrible. I don't care. If this team was meant to go to the bowl, they'll win it without me having to do it for them. That's the way I see it. Rutgers, I will click just to see what their overall is. Watch them be like a 95 overall. If they are 95, I might play it because that would actually be fun to have the challenge. Somehow Bo Scott just commits to Syracuse. Heron, the JUCO DT, commits to Florida Atlantic. We actually lost on the bottom 4 there. Got some big bonuses there. They're 5 and 6, dude. Yeah, they're not good. I expect us to win this game without me having to do it. Let's go ahead and scout these players, or I guess maybe not scout. Yeah, Jerome Sykes actually goes to UCF. He watched his team get killed by us, and was like, yeah, I want to go play for them. You know what? He probably saw the blocking that Petit had. I was like, yeah, dude, I ain't doing that. Which, respect, actually. That's kind of maybe the most valid thing I've seen. Michael Johnson we're pretty close to. I guess we can just go up. Duchet. We go up to 700. Will McKinney. We'll go up all the way on you too. Tim Workman. I mean, yeah, we'll go up 400. Is that good? Sound like a plan, buddy? Do I need anyone else? Maybe this tackle? I mean, we can't schedule him. That's the problem. Gary, I want to go up all the way. This dude is maxed out. Mike White. Do I care about Mike White? He's not bad. Like, he's actually pretty good. I'm not really putting points into a D-end, except Michael Johnson. I already have signed 2 D-ends. That's the thing. Bo Scott just commits, dude. I don't know why. I literally don't know why he committed. We only have 1 corner that we're getting out of this class right now. I realize that's terrible for us. Okay, actually, yeah, let's go like this. Can we take points out of anyone, realistically, and feel confident? Probably can do. We'll do 100 out of him and 100 out of David, actually, because we need another corner, and Pete George might be our best option. I don't even know if he's attainable right now. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't want to reorder. All right, that's fine. Wow. We're about to do it. We're about to just send it, say screw it. We do have an upgrade for our coach. We can get next season a 5% chance of an instant commitment when we offer a scholarship. And the more we upgrade it, we can get up to 20%, dude. That is going to be super big for us. What do we want to do here? We can get tackle and hit power. Yes, please. I would love that. Pass blocking or impact blocking. Do I really care? I guess I'll get catching. Okay. We upgrade our coordinators, head coach. Let's hope we win this game, dude. I'm going to advance. We dominate Rutgers, dude. 41-24. We're still ranked 2 going into this week. We could always go down still by winning, which is a bizarre concept when we're undefeated, but I mean, it's possible for sure. I mean, that's a big win. We simmed at least 3 games and won all of them, which is awesome, dude. That is actually sick. We get 3 commitments. That's great. 50 touchdowns in a season. Nice. Sign a gem prospect. We won the American Championship. This is a bye week? Oh, snap. Do we not have a bowl game? Did we just automatically win it? Or not a bowl game, but we just win the conference? That's cool. We can just sim the next week. We actually got 3 commits right before we got to the off season where we actually are going to struggle to get players. So that's cool. Maybe shouldn't have taken points off of David, now that I think about it. Caleb Williams wins the Heisman. That's pretty cool. We won Coach of the Year. That's even cooler. And we play in the championship, dude. The T predicts USF will take home the 2013 National Championship. I would hope our starting running back predicts will win. I mean, that sounds pretty straightforward, right? Like that would make sense. We get fully upgraded on that, so all of a sudden next season it's going to be so much easier getting recruits, which is sick. Dude, I know we didn't see that much from our boy. We're putting in Jordan Smith. He is starting in the most important game of the season, maybe in USF history. Probably has to be most important game of the season. We're starting a freshman redshirt, and it's going to be his first start. Xavier Weaver, 840 yards. We led the league in solo tackles with Boyles, just barely. Sacks, Hainsford was 3rd in the league. And, I mean, that's pretty much all the stats there. Wow, this is pretty wild. I'm surprised that we made it to the bowl. And this next game is going to be insanely difficult. I hope you guys tune in. I appreciate you watching this one. Next one should be interesting. Hopefully you tune in, and I guess if you do, I will see you then.